You're listening to Rico and the Man
Psych!
with Rob Traegler and Peter Martino.
Can you hear a cricket behind me?
No.
Oh, because if you could hear a cricket behind me, it's because there's 1,000 crickets behind me.
What are you, in the forest?
I'm in Detroit, or a suburb of Detroit. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rico and the Man. I'm Rob Traegler, always joined by Mr. Peter Martino.
Hey, howdy, hey.
But yeah, I'm in another Airbnb on the road again, and there is indeed a cricket that I thought might be bothering the show tonight. But if you can't hear it, I'm good.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
We're good, ladies and gentlemen, or whatever we're supposed to say now. What are we supposed to say now, Pete?
We're
Not ladies and gentlemen.
Dreamers of all ages. that's the line that Disney's using now in all their parks. Instead of ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Oh, come
Now
on.
it's dreamers of all ages. So it covers everything.
There's no cricket behind
everyone.
me. Dreamers of all ages. Welcome to Rico and the Man.
The cricket sounds will come later when we start making jokes.
So, did you get hit by the hurricane at all?
We actually had a tornado watch in our area.
Right, yeah.
And-
My mom was hiding in the closet.
There was a lot of tornadoes that touched down in Jersey, but luckily not near us. But yeah, it's crazy. I've seen so many crazy videos of like just basements falling apart and cars submerged in water.
And Jersey's not prepped for that like certain other
No.
places are.
No.
It was never like that when I was growing up there.
Yeah, definitely not. So I don't know, but they're all talking about another hurricane now that's supposed to be coming up.
Hey, can we start calling hurricanes by like threatening names?
Yeah.
Like it's like Hurricane Mindy killed 1,200 people.
Well, I heard-
Hurricane Larry's coming. Oh no, Larry.
I heard the next one is called Hurricane Olaf.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, come on.
And Josh Gad actually posted something really funny on Instagram. He's like,
Did he?
yeah, he was like, was the Tangled cast unavailable to name these hurricanes after? Because it's like Hurricane Elsa, like Hurricane Olaf,
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's all coming.
Can't we get like a Hurricane Vlad the Impaler or
Yeah.
something? Like something that's going to make people actually get prepared for it?
Yes. Hurricane Vigo.
It's Vigo.
And now we cut to our local weatherman, Janos, who's going to talk more about the hurricane. That's all he
The
said.
wind is going to go, ooh.
Oh, but I did a woo. I just like the quick cut of him being like, it's
Vigo.
And then, thank you, Janos. We'll have more for you later on.
But I'm glad that you're safe and you didn't
Yes,
guys didn't
we
get
are
hit
safe.
hard. And
Yeah. But how's Detroit? What's going on over there?
said no one ever. Yes, it's another edition of
Where in the world is
Robert Allen Traegler.
So good.
So I can't complain, Pete. I was getting ready to do a big old bitchy rant, but I've spared you because it's not that bad.
Oh, I'm sure it's coming. Either next episode or later on in this episode when something ticks you off.
Yep.
When the Wi-Fi goes.
Oh my God. Yeah. So last week we were supposed to, not last week, 2 days ago.
Yeah, not even that long ago.
Yeah. 2 days ago we were supposed to do a show. And again, I was in a hotel in West Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
In the middle of nowhere, and their Wi-Fi was like, join Marriott Bonvoy to password sleepy time 468666, honey.
Honey. I like that. Is the honey part of the password, or are you just calling me honey?
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, that's how they all sounded. You know, honey, I think it's sleepy 426 colon sleepy favorites. What? Honey,
I think the password is not connected.
I think the password is sleepy not doing a podcast tonight. It's Pillow Me Timbers. Welcome, 1-1.
Hello, me too.
Honey. But anyway, yes. So we had to push it, and thank you, Pete, for being so accommodating.
Of course.
For our little show here.
Yeah, it was really bad. We've had technical issues before in the past, but this was probably by far the worst because you were actually cutting out and I couldn't even understand you.
What?
There wasn't yeah, exactly. I'm like, are you there? Rob, are you there?
And the thing was, Isn't that the worst when you can hear the person keep saying, are you there?
Oh,
and you
yeah.
just keep going, yes.
Yes. Makes you feel
I'm
like
here.
I'm right here.
Wait, what's that from?
Come on, I was just going to ask you that.
Don't tell me. Wait, say it again.
I'm right here.
Can you tell me who said it? Steve Martin?
No. It's from an 80s movie, a comedy, which I love. Very underrated in my eyes, but and it stars America's Golden Boy, Tom Hanks.
Money Pit?
That's it.
Yes. That's such an underrated movie.
Oh, I love that movie.
I remember watching that movie over and over again when I was a kid.
Yes. A lot of physical humor, which I love.
Yeah, and a lot of that big production humor too, with the stairs falling. And they really I love all that old practical, the way they used to do things.
Right.
1941 when the house falls off the cliff and
actual stunts.
Yeah, actual physical, tangible sets, stunts, people,
right.
Not
CGI or
CG dragons flying around.
Yeah.
But anyway, going back to whatever we were talking about.
Detroit.
Where in the world is
Robert Alan Tragler. Hey, do you think Hanson has a case against... Does Carmen Sandiego guys have a case against Hanson? That sounds very mbop to me.
A little bit. Never really thought of that before. Bop, 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 bop. Skip it up by Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah.
You used to watch that show, right?
Carmen Sandiego?
Yeah.
I would, if I had to sit through it for like Batman the Animated Series or something.
Right.
It was an elaborate, that's one of those 90s pitches, for a kid's show.
Well, yeah, and it was also educational too, so it had that as kind of a backup.
Barbershop choir, gumshoes, maps,
geography,
Carmen, Alaska.
Too cold.
Yeah, you're right. It's too cold. Carmen, Arizona.
Too hot.
Too hot. Carmen, Kansas.
Too cornfield.
Yeah, you're right. It's too cornfield. Carmen, San Francisco.
Too gay. But someone back then would have said something like that. That's
not that long ago, actually.
That's
Pete.
not too far-fetched.
Let's get off Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah, we spent too much time.
It's bringing us too many places.
We're off the rails.
Off the rails! See, The Rocketeer is getting a reboot?
Yes.
Reboot, not remake.
One of the most underrated live-action Disney movies, I think. I like the simplicity of that movie and the tone of it and the setting. I feel like nowadays, if they made a movie like that, it would just be like all fucking ghost Nazis with like,
Yeah,
with the octopus as a beard or something like that, like all this CGI mayhem. And I feel
it would make no sense to be a creature for some reason,
right? But no, I appreciated those early 90s live action Disney movies more, I feel, because they were more tangible in a way than, even though there was a flying man on a rocket, but you know what I mean. It
felt like a flying man in the rocket, even if what behind him didn't look all that real. There was a man strapped to something, and you felt the film of it. You knew it was on film,
right? And it was it was a good cast. Alan Arkin,
Timothy Dalton,
And we got to talk about that score, man.
The
Great.
Rocketeer score, man.
Yes. There it is. James Hornball.
Rest in peace, James Hornball.
Yeah.
But what is this reboot? Do you know anything about it?
Well, it is a reboot.
Okay, okay, James.
He's excited. So according to the Hollywood Reporter, David and Jessica I don't know how to say their last name, Oilolo are set to produce Walt Disney's reboot of the 1991 action-adventure movie The Rocketeer. The sequel, The Return of the Rocketeer, will be produced by that last name, Yoruba Saxon Productions banner, with David possibly taking a starring role. So they don't give much info, but it definitely sounds like it's going to be a movie, not a series. Because when I originally heard it, I thought it was going to be like a Disney Plus series, but it sounds
I think a series would be more fun.
I know, right? I think that would be
The
good too.
adventures of because he got the rocket, and then by the time he was having fun with it,
Yeah.
he had to blow it up, basically.
You can
And that's how all those movies are. It's like I would like to see like 30 episodes of The Rocketeer doing shit, Marvel What If style.
Yeah, they could have Billy Campbell come back.
Well, that's what I was hoping. It was that it would be a continuation, a sequel, but it sounds like they're starting it all over again.
Yeah. That's the thing. It doesn't make sense for them to be in it if it's like a reboot.
Right. And Alan Arkin as the multiverse Rocketeer maker.
Yeah. I'm back, baby. PV's back.
As much as I'd like to see a sequel of The Rocketeer, I mean, wouldn't it just be disappointing in this day and age? Wouldn't it just, like you said, be like a CGI nightmare and
Yeah, it
Not
would. But
taint whatever the original was?
there's always that glimmer of hope that I have for any reboot or remake or,
Me too.
sequel that I have. Because every once in a while, you will come across a good one or a positive direction that they're going into.
Well, this is a big question. The perfect sequel. I would say that the requirements of a perfect sequel is A, don't taint the original, right?
Right. Yeah, we could talk in generics. We don't have to specify.
Wouldn't make the original worse.
Mm-hmm.
And also push a story forward, I guess.
Yeah, they definitely have to add something to it. It just can't be the same jokes and the same rehash. Perfect example, I think, is The Hangover Part 2. And as much as I liked the movie as a kid and still like it, Home Alone 2, I feel like they just used the same
It's the same
jokes
movie
and pranks that they used in the first movie, except different setting.
right.
So I agree with you on those two things. Is there a third thing, Rob?
No, it's weird because I think that The Hangover 2 rehashes everything and does it poorly, whereas one of the movies I would put in the category of perfect sequel does the same thing, only does it perfectly.
Okay. And that is?
Back to the Future Part 2.
True.
Push the story forward.
Push the story forward. Yeah. And, they
Didn't taint the original.
I also like when they kind of shift tones a little bit in a sequel, just to add maybe a little bit more darker, a little bit more tongue-in-cheek or whatever. Perfect example is Temple of Doom. Everybody looked at that sequel as being darker than the original and different tonally.
A lot of people didn't like that.
I know. And that's actually my favorite one. I'm in the minority. I want to be a minority. Just snapping along. Snaps Traegler over there.
They call me Snaps. Snaps Traegler. A doom, boom, doom.
The sequel that everybody refers to as being, quote, the perfect sequel is always The Godfather Part 2. But I actually enjoyed Godfather 1
Yeah, I agree.
better.
I
more.
agree with that.
I thought it was more exciting and Godfather 2 gets a little bit slow at times, and
I still think it deserved that year the Best Picture, which is unprecedented.
I think it was that and Return of the King, right? That are the only 2 sequels to win an Academy Award for Best Picture.
Yeah,
if I'm
I
not
think so.
mistaken. Hold on, let me look that up.
While Pete waits, let's play some music from Return of the King.
Petesky, Martinsky.
I was right. I was right.
Really?
Yes. The Godfather Part 2 in 1974 and The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King 2003 are the only 2 sequels to have won Best Picture.
Very
There you
good.
go.
Return of the King is my favorite out of the Lord of the Rings, and I have never seen any of the Hobbits.
Yeah.
Like, I feel
have
like
not either.
Lord of the Rings was a big phase movie for me where I was like, well, I'm way into this, but I couldn't remember anything about the first 2. There was something about that Return of the King that brought me back to that Star Wars type.
Sure.
You gotta fucking see. Remember, I brought you. Remember, I was like, you gotta see this shit.
I was like,
man.
I didn't see the second one.
And I was like, I don't care.
Be like, fuck it.
I was
Let's
like,
just go.
fuck
Shut
you.
your fucking mouth. Yeah, no, it was great. It was a great movie. It's probably the last time I saw it though. was in the theater with you. I'm gonna throw another sequel in there
Hit me.
that is not as common, but Terminator 2.
Oh,
I
fuck
feel-
yeah. That might be the perfect sequel.
Right?
I think you
Yeah,
might just hit the nail on the fucking
I
head.
think that's it.
I think that's it.
That's the one sequel that I think surpasses the original. I mean, maybe you could say the same thing for Return of the King, but you can't say that for, in my opinion, The Godfather and Part 2, and you can't say that for Back to the Future either.
Here's what I'll say, though. I think you're hitting it on the head because what T2 does so well is that you don't need anything from that first story.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need anything because the story's so well told through the second one that you know
And-
what's happening.
And it changed the tone.
Yes, it did.
It made the bad guy the good guy.
Yep.
And that's it.
That's it. That is it.
Wow, second round of applause
Jesus.
I got tonight. I am on a roll.
You're on a roll.
But would you say Empire Strikes Back?
Yes. There you go. Ding, ding,
There you
ding.
I won again. Hit the applause button. Hit the applause button. Thank you. I'd like to thank my mother, Connie, for bringing me into this world. My VIP, GOD, up in the sky.
I'm gonna cry now.
And my main man, Rob Tregler, for making this all possible. I love you, man. Thank you, everybody. So, Rob, I actually have a very special announcement to make. We now have our very own action figures.
What?
Yes, that's right. Kids of all ages can now reenact the fun of the Rico and the Man podcast with the new Rico and the Man action figure line. Go off the rails with 5-inch posable replicas of Rob and Pete that come with multiple accessories, including Pete's Snowball Black Ice microphone and Rob's deck board that plays actual sound bites used in the podcast.
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Your kids will have hours and hours of fun posing their Rob and Pete action figures to sit and talk about such topics as Screen versus Theaters, Night Court, and Martin Mull. You'll have the opportunity to purchase awesome vehicles for each figure, such as Rob's electric scooter, the Scoots 2000, and the Martinsky Mobile, Pete's 2006 Honda Accord with realistic chipping paint. Kids will love to play along as Rob and Pete defend Skywalker Ranch from the evil forces of Paul Snyder.
Infinity War and Endgame I really didn't like.
Armed with his dated references and passive-aggressive critiquing, Snyder and his band of harassing coyotes will stop at nothing to take over Rob and Pete's podcast.
Uh-huh.
And we didn't forget about the girls. Little girls everywhere can now get in on the Rico and the Man action with their very own Bobby Wygant doll. dress Bobby up in some of her favorite blouses and pearl necklaces. But just don't say that she's 4'10".
Oh, I'm 5'2".
You can also get a special Bobby Y. Gant Mystery 2-pack set where Bobby comes with a mystery celebrity interviewee.
I got Gene Hackman. I got Michael Caine.
Yes, what little girl doesn't love Michael Caine? So this coming holiday season, get the gift that every kid will love. You can find Rico and the Man action figures coming soon to toy stores near you.
Picture it. You have to introduce yourself to a total stranger by handing them a mixtape made up of songs that tell the story of you. What songs are on the tape? Why are those songs there? Got you thinking, right? Well, we put that question and many more to a different guest every episode on Made You a Mixtape. Life, work, and the music that makes people who they are today. Authors, musicians, broadcasters, podcasters, everyone has a soundtrack. Download and listen on all audio streaming services today. Made You a Mixtape. It's not what your songs are, it's what songs are you.
How many haunted mansions are Disney going to do before they get the hint that it might not make a good movie? I mean, did they not learn with Eddie Murphy? Did they not learn with Eddie Murphy and his haunted mansion try? And now they're not doing one but two haunted mansion things with the Muppets and with like Owen Wilson or something.
Right. Well, that I don't mind. The Muppet thing I don't mind because it's kind of a special and I don't mind something like that. But yeah, the movie I don't know because I feel like all honesty, full disclosure, I actually didn't mind the Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy that much. Not to say that it was this great film and it blew me away, but I thought it was passable. I thought it was okay. Your fucking mouth. Sorry, Peter. But
I saw that shit in the theater. I don't remember it though, so I can't really say.
There were some cool sequences in it. Like I said, it wasn't anything earth-shattering, but I thought if they were going to do another Haunted Mansion movie, they were going to kind of go more on the darker side. And that's why when Guillermo del Toro was involved, because he's a huge Haunted Mansion fan, like he has all the, collectibles and everything like that. I thought he was going to kind of take it in another direction and make it more dark, but now it's starring Owen Wilson. So I don't know what they're going to do with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the sad part is Owen Wilson already was in a haunted house movie with Liam Neeson and Catherine Zeta-Jones.
That's right.
What was that movie called? The Haunting or something?
Yeah, I think it was The Haunting. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the cast too.
So it's Owen Wilson.
It's like Owen Wilson is fine. I have nothing against him, but
Little Owen goes a long way.
Yeah. And we talked about that.
Yeah. He's like John Lovitz.
And who else is in it? Rosario Dawson. And what was the other actor that they mentioned? Oh, Tiffany Haddish, right?
She needs to calm down too. I like her, but she needs to calm down. She's going to have a heart attack.
I don't know. I just was kind of hoping for a more visually stylized, darker version of this movie, and I don't know if we're going to get that. I think we're going to have, the Haunted Mansion 2 without Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, Goofballville.
Yeah.
I think this mansion's haunted.
All right, so this is what I sent Rob as soon as the news came out.
Oh, wow. We're in the Haunted Mansion.
That's it. That's my own Wilson impression.
It's good.
Not as good as Rob's.
But I agree with you. Guillermo del Toro, even that kind of style of a Haunted Mansion movie would make it interesting. Like it might be scary.
Yeah.
But that Eddie Murphy one, that's one thing I remember it not being.
Now they're making Jungle Cruise 2.
Ugh. Ugh.
When does it end? When
it's like we're on a jungle cruise.
Yeah. Look at that rhino.
Is that a real leopard?
This ride is really culturally insensitive.
Emily Blunt. Oh, wow.
Emily Blunt's breast. Don Pardo.
Oh, wow. It's Don Pardo in the Jungle Cruise Haunted Mansion. Wow. Talkie.
God.
Emily Blunt.
The Rock's penis. Ladies and gentlemen, The Rock's penis.
And your host, Dwayne The Rock's Penis Johnson. When all else fails, you can always fall back on Pardo.
God bless him.
God bless him. All you kids out there need to figure out who Don Pardo is and respect your elders.
That's right.
Capiche?
You dig?
Dig, man. It's all groovy.
It's all groovy, man. It's all groovy.
Whoa. Listen, are we talking some radical tubular ideas right now? I'm in.
That's fat. P-H-A-T, fat. It's actually from Meet the Parents.
The original.
The original.
The good one.
Yeah. The good one. I actually didn't mind Meet the Fockers. That wasn't a bad one, but then Little Fock. I think this is our third episode that we're mentioning Little Fockers.
Pete, go ahead. Do you want to do a flashback? Do it. Go ahead.
For those of you that are unaware, this is our third reference to Little Fockers. We talked about it in our last podcast. Let's go back to that moment.
But is it really better than Little Fockers?
Yeah, I'm going to have to say yeah. Just by a hair, though.
I told you before that my wife and I love watching those really cheesy Lifetime, like Killer
Yes.
on Campus or
Right.
Psycho Storm Chaser.
Right. My neighbor's a rapist.
Right. If you go on Amazon Prime Video, there's a whole other slew of movies that were kind of in the same vein. And we found one where John Ritter plays a wife beater.
Really?
And it was like an after school special movie. And not a great message because he beats the hell out of these kids' mom, his kids too, leaves, goes to some like anger group, comes back, and the family lets him back in.
Really?
And, yeah.
Unscathed?
And it's like he became the leader of the group and he's opened up other groups about men who have the compulsion to beat their wives.
Wow.
It was a very strange movie and very strange to see John Ritter in a role like
Jack
that.
Tripper could get away with anything.
I told Davey this was the prequel to Three's Company after he moves out after beating the wife and kids. Moves to the coast.
Come and knock on my wife.
Come and come and dance on my neck. We've been waiting for you. Where the punches are hers and his.
You kids go to bed. I gotta watch that movie now. What's the name of it?
Unforgivable.
Well, I guess he was forgivable if they let him back.
I know. I'm telling you, just watch the movie.
I have to see it. Is it like The White Lotus?
Have you watched
I watched it.
the whole thing?
Finished the whole thing. I did.
And
I liked it. It's weird. It's out there. It's definitely out there, but I like weird stuff sometimes. And great cast, though. Whole cast.
Great
is
cast.
good. Jennifer Coolidge, man. She always plays
she's a force.
Yeah, she always kind of plays these aloof characters, but she brought some levity to this a little bit. And,
Yeah, she did a deep dive this time. It was
Right.
like one of the Christopher Guest characters had their own entire mini storyline.
right.
Because you feel really bad for her in this show, and I think it's
Right.
her show more than anybody else on the show.
Right. Oh, yeah, totally. Like, she definitely deserves whatever. I don't know what they're doing with the Emmys, but if they are doing the Emmys, I think she definitely deserves a Emmy nomination for that. But the whole cast is great. I love, what's her name, too? Oh, God, I can't think of her name. The hot
Alexandria Daddario.
Yes. Oh, my God, she's so hot. But besides being extremely hot, I actually think she's a really good actress.
Everyone's great in it, and nice to see Steve Zahn in somewhat serious of a role.
Yeah, even he was great in it too.
Yeah,
But I'm interested to see where they go next with this because they're doing a season 2. But
I know.
Is the same people going to come back, or
I heard it's a
Yes.
whole different cast of characters, and I'm like, well, then that kind of, I don't know. There's something
Yeah.
weird about that. It like undoes the specialness
Right.
of the first one.
Right.
if that makes any sense.
But I guess they're trying to make it more about the hotel setting and not so
Right.
much the characters. But I don't know. I heard conflicting things. I heard that the cast may come back. And then I also heard, or may make an appearance. And I also heard that they're going to have a whole new cast. So who knows? Who knows?
Listen, who knows? The White Lotus on HBO Max. 6
White Lotus.
episodes. You want it done. Throw it on. You'll be loving it.
Yeah. It's interesting. Interesting shit.
I'm digging Only Murders in the Building with Steve Martin and Martin Short.
I haven't seen it yet.
What?
I know. We're supposed to talk about it tonight, but I totally dropped the ball on that. But I heard good things.
It's great. It's very Steve Martin comedy. And
That's all I need.
yep,
You
I'm
sold
digging
me.
it.
You sold me on it.
And Martin Short is his usual flamboyant self, but even he seems to be toning it down when it's the right plays. Even he's great in the show.
You know what Martin Short was really good in? The Morning Show. Did you see The Morning Show with Steve Carell, Jennifer Aniston? Because
He's like Steve Carell's buddy.
Yes.
He's like a weirdo too.
Yes, but he plays a totally different different role in this.
Mhm.
And he's kind of, like you said, he's like the creep in it. And I thought he was really, really good in that series. And he wasn't in it for that many episodes.
He shows up like twice, right?
Yeah, but I thought for the small part that he was in, he was really good in it. So he could definitely act. Did you hear Curb Your Enthusiasm is coming out soon? How excited are you for that?
I'm super excited. And I
Me
had no
too.
idea. All of a sudden, it was like left field. It was like, guess what's
Right?
coming not that long from now?
That was a nice little surprise.
Yeah. So
Larry David.
did I ever tell you the time I first met Larry David?
No.
Yes. I had moved out to LA probably a month and a half before this entire whole thing went down. When I first moved out to LA, I had set this up before I even moved out there. I arranged to be one of those audience page type people for sitcoms where you bring the
Yeah.
audience in. You know audience coordination.
Sure.
So when I first moved out there with this company that I was working for, the woman who hired me, I started dating.
Okay.
Yeah, and so like I was all,
she was 65 years old.
yes, she was 72. She was in a wheelchair, and she was the hottest thing I've ever seen in my life. There was this Larry David's wife. Lori David was hosting this gala in Las Vegas at Caesar's Palace. It was this big show to save the world because Lori David, I don't know if you know, Larry David's ex-wife is a big philanthropist, environmentalist.
That's so funny because I feel like that's the complete opposite of the type of person that Larry David is.
But if you watch that
on
first
screen.
couple seasons of Curb, he's always driving a Prius.
Right.
That's
Right,
that
right,
whole
right.
that whole thing. And the company I worked for was doing all the celebrity liaisons, the people who got to walk back and forth with the celebrity, bring them here, bring them there, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
And this thing was huge. I'm talking huge. So many stars: Tom Hanks, Eric Idle, Steve Martin, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ben
All
Stiller.
powerhouses.
Powerhouse after powerhouse after powerhouse. And so I'm like, you got to get me in there. You got to get me in there. And I told her, I was like, I'll do anything to be one of these celebrity liaisons. And she's like, well, here's the list. She showed me everybody with all these names: DiCaprio, Ben Stiller, Tom Hanks, Steve Martin. I was like, I want Larry David. She's like, okay. And of course, day one, I'm there in Las Vegas. We drove there, the whole nine. And this woman comes, she says to me, and she goes, Larry doesn't want a liaison. And I'm like, that's so Larry.
Yeah, that is. That really is.
And
You should have went to it, Steve Martin.
And at that point, yeah, I know, I should have. And at that point, I did get to carry Steve Martin's, Eric Idle's banjo. And
Oh,
Steve
really?
Yes.
I was totally kidding.
No, it's true. Yeah. Got to carry Eric Idle and Steve Martin's banjo down to the stage. And I remember telling Eric Idle, I was like, I just want to let you know I love The Ruddle so much. It's one of my favorite mockumentaries. And he totally dismissed me. And then within the last 2 years, I went to a after party after a Bill Maher appearance, and Eric Idle was there. And I told him that story, and we took a picture together. You can see it on our Twitter.
Yeah, I think I remember that picture.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so, but anyway, I couldn't be Larry David's liaison. So she's like, well, now that all the roles are filled, I can only give you one other person. And I was like, okay, who? And she's like, Al Franken. I was like, okay.
Stewart?
I was like, yeah. It's like, all right. And I was like, I love Al Franken and I love everything. And I'm like, but I know he's going to be a fucking asshole.
And was he?
And yes, he was.
Really?
Well, you know what? He was in a rush. He literally was doing a dine and dash. He was flying in to come walk out on stage, say something, and leave and get on another plane. And so my whole job turned into hanging out with Larry David to rushing Al Franken through an entire performance.
Oh, my God.
So the day before all this is going to go down, the live show, the broadcast on TBS, this whole thing, I get laryngitis. I can't speak. I can't talk.
Jeez.
So it's like the day of and everyone's rehearsing and I'm sitting, in the empty amphitheater at Caesar's Palace watching all these legends rehearse. And, I see Jason Alexander walk up to Larry David and give him a hug in front of me. I'm like, what the fuck? This is everything, And I wish I could say something to these people, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to bother them. They got a lot going on.
Plus, I have no voice.
But asshole me goes, but I can have a voice. And I start writing an entire letter to Larry David.
Oh, really?
That I'm going to hand to him. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's bold.
Yes, a bold gesture that I would never in a million years now do. It makes me cringe. So it's a cringeworthy memory. But I write a whole letter about how much I love Seinfeld and Curb Your Enthusiasm and blah, blah, blah. So I see him getting ready to leave. I rush over and I just kind of like, I didn't make that sound, but I don't have a voice.
He's like, what?
Yeah. I hand him the letter and we're walking down this hallway with him and his then wife, Lori David. And he starts reading the entire letter back to me.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And we're walking and he reads the whole thing. And she's like, Larry, let's go, Larry. She's rushing him. And he's trying to kind of make a bit out of the whole thing and be hey, and and then he's like, well, thank you, Rob. I will, I will treasure this. And then he went through doors and they closed, and I'm like, I hope he threw it out right after he said that, because then that's my story,
Right.
But yeah,
it would have been great if you saw him throwing it out as the doors were closing.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing, though. This was 2006. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the episode on Curb where the laryngitis liaison shows up, because he writes everything from his life, and I'm like, there's got to be something there.
Yeah.
I'm like, when's it going to use that bit?
Yeah, where's the assistant with the laryngitis?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that was my Larry David story. And later that night, I shared an elevator with Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Yeah, and yeah.
That was your Seinfeld night right there.
I was like, hello,
and then
is it me you're looking for?
And you ended the night by sleeping with Newman.
How'd you know, Pete? Was it my Instagram that gave it away? Which hadn't been created yet?
You wake up the next morning and you just see him lying there, staring at each other. Hello, Newman.
Yeah.
This isn't the one I wanted. This isn't the one I wanted. I actually used that joke during, I don't know if I told you this or not, but during Adriana's birthday party, she had a Hawaii theme, a luau theme.
Mhm.
So we had, we put it in the invitation to dress in your Hawaiian best, and everyone dressed up. They like came in their, their Hawaiian
Right.
shirts and everything. The only one that didn't get the memo was Dominic and his family. So they come in with like, black t-shirt and like all that
Regular
stuff.
clothes.
And as soon as I saw him, I was like, those aren't Hawaiian clothes. Those aren't Hawaiian clothes. Nobody got it, obviously. But
You were like, if only Rob was here,
yeah.
he wouldn't laugh either. Dominic, where's your Hawaiian shirt? No, that's cool. He did a little Hawaiian theme.
Yeah. Yeah, she wanted that.
There's somebody I follow on Instagram. They had a like 70s themed birthday party. Everyone was all groovy and everything.
Yeah.
But the birthday was for like an infant. And I'm like, whose 70s party is this? I mean, who are we kidding? You
Yeah,
wanted
no,
to have
really.
the 70s party.
Yeah,
The infant doesn't know what the 70s are.
Yeah,
Okay?
exactly.
And on that note, all you dreamers of all ages, we'll see you next week.
Bye. Thanks for listening to Rico and the Man. We want to hear from you. Send us an email at ricomanpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter at Rico and the Man, and on Instagram at Rico and the Man Pod. Don't bother following us on Facebook, because Facebook is an awful place in the darkest corners of humanity.